Alright, we are working on a Bobcat T300. I'm going to show you a way to bypass all of the foot control safety switches so that you can safely bring it to a dealership if you're broke down in the field. This is not recommended for permanent use because it is unsafe. Now that that's said, right here, let's see, here's the front of your engine. Valve body's here on your left. Let's see, down below this red one, there are two, well, shoot. Let's see. Anyway, it's hard to see. Yeah, you can see it down there with the wire coming out below this shiny one. Anyways, there's two of those little deals. They are just little actuators with a rod that comes out. You've got to move some lines and stuff to get them out of the way, and then unscrew those out of the deal, and they have a little, just a little bar that is sticking out, that is retracted when the machine is on. You can take that, both of those, take them both out and bring them over to a bench grinder and just cut that rod completely off and screw them back in, and it will work just fine. Now, over here is the fun one. Down, let's see, you're looking at it from the top of the machine here. Down below this, you can see I've already got the solenoid off of it, but that little actuator there also unlocks the hydraulics. Hold on and I'll show you what it. All right, this is the solenoid valve that comes out of there. I need somebody else to hold the camera. What you're gonna have to do is, there is, in the end of this, there's a little rod. I use this and I just stuck in there and used it to spring. I've already done this one, but I'm going to tell you, whenever you push this down with your thumb, it'll spring in. That's what you want to do. You want it to be all the way in, and I put it inside of a vise here and tighten it up with that. Then I got me some welding rods, just cut them into usable length so they don't bend too quick, sharpen the end. Then I took that end, after I had this compressed, after I had the spring pushed in, I stuck that welding rod into each of these little holes with a hammer and just daubed it a few times on each hole to kind of make a little crimp. That way the spring wouldn't come back out whenever it did. And that's exactly what we've got now. The spring is all the way compressed in. That way the fluid flows to this side and not this side. I've tried doing it different ways, taking off O-rings, cutting off this part. It did not work, and I ended up having to buy another one of these things. So what you want to do is you want that little deal pushed all the way in, and then kind of just rough it up inside those holes. You can't close the holes because it needs to do what it's doing, but you want it to just kind of stop the metal from moving back out. And I also did it on the inside too with that welding rod afterwards, just to kind of gum it up, make sure that that little rod inside there is not gonna move back out on its own. Then put the O-rings back on and install it, and everything should work with all of that. Hope that helps.